Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
Good day, and welcome back to Royal News Daily. Now let us pause the glitter, lower the palace volume, and talk about a moment that cut straight through royal protocol and landed firmly in the human heart. When tragedy struck in Australia, Queen Mary did not respond as a distant European queen. She responded as a woman who remembers exactly where she came from, and that is what made her message so powerful. Before we unpack why this moment mattered far beyond a formal statement, make sure you subscribe to Royal News Daily and click that notifications bell icon, because sometimes the quietest royal moments speak the loudest. Let us set the emotional context. Royal statements after tragedy are usually polished, restrained, and carefully worded by teams of advisors, necessary, respectful, and often forgettable. But Queen Mary's message felt different. It carried something rare in royal communication: genuine personal connection. This was not just Denmark speaking to Australia. This was Mary speaking to home. Transition with me here, because identity matters. Queen Mary is Australian-born, and that fact is not a footnote in her story. It is a living part of her public role. When she acknowledged the tragedy, her words carried the weight of shared memory, shared culture, and shared grief. It reminded people that beneath the crown is someone who still understands the emotional language of her birthplace. Now let us talk tone, because tone is everything in moments like this. Queen Mary's message avoided grand statements and dramatic flourishes. Instead, it was calm, sincere, and deeply respectful. No spotlight seeking, no royal distance, just empathy. And in today's media-saturated world, empathy stands out like a lighthouse in fog. Shift gears slightly, because this was not just about Australia, it was also about Denmark. By allowing Queen Mary to speak so personally, the Danish monarchy demonstrated emotional intelligence. It showed confidence, not weakness. It said, "We trust our Queen to represent us, not only with protocol, but with humanity." Now here comes the subtle brilliance. In one message, Queen Mary strengthened two national bonds at once. She honored Australia in a moment of pain, and she reinforced Denmark's image as a monarchy that understands compassion as a form of leadership. That is not accidental. That is modern royal strategy done quietly and well. Transition again, because public response matters. The reaction was immediate and heartfelt. Australians recognized sincerity. Danes recognized dignity. International observers recognized something even more valuable: authenticity. In a world where public figures are often accused of performative sympathy, Queen Mary's words felt real because they were rooted in lived experience. And let us be honest for a moment. This is where Queen Mary's unique position becomes her greatest strength. She bridges worlds effortlessly. She can stand beside King Frederik at the heart of European diplomacy and still speak to Australians as one of their own. That dual identity does not dilute her role, it enriches it. Now widen the lens. This moment fits into a larger pattern in Queen Mary's reign. She leads with emotional awareness, not emotional display. She chooses moments carefully, and when she speaks, it matters. That restraint builds trust, and trust is the most valuable currency a modern monarchy can hold. As the news cycle moved on, this message remained, not because it was loud, but because it was sincere. It reminded us that royalty, at its best, does not sit above human experience, it reflects it. And sometimes the crown feels lighter when it bows to shared sorrow. Thank you for watching Royal News Daily.